again, I kind of brought up, like I mentioned before, like just why I like this stuff so much. Why are the last few episodes all about horror movies? Why is it all kind of haunted houses? And I just want to express why I enjoy horror so very much. Now, I have a lot of aspects that I enjoy, a lot of different hobbies, I guess. I love baseball is my first love. Comic books, motorcycles, playing bass guitar, writing in general. Anything else I think is kind of, we're not talking about like family or friends or anything like that. We're just talking about like the things I actually kind of enjoy. Because also, like, if it was like, if I'm including, living, probably my dogs are going to be number one. Then my niece and nephew, and, then everything else. But I wanted to just talk about what the genre means to me as a whole, because the aspect about horror that I like so much versus, anything else that's kind of fan base is the fact that, first of all, there's always going to be somebody who's going to be a pain in the ass or going to be a jerk. Just to kind of get that out of the way. But from my personal experiences, with horror, there's more people who are trying to express why they love maybe a franchise so much to get you involved in it. They're not going to try to spoil it for you. And mostly it's very much like, oh, this movie's going to be like a mind fuck. This movie's going to be, it's going to make you cry. This is going to make you cringe. Like, it's kind of just telling you how you're going to feel more than the actual spoiler itself. And again, there are people who go too far, but again, I'm excluding that. But it's kind of wanting to embrace you in a community. With comic books, I remember it was like that when I was younger, back in the high school days. But now it's just, I feel like it's so unbelievably toxic. I think because I've dabbled in like fandom for like, pro wrestling recently, because there's a lot of good stuff out there that I enjoyed. That is a lot worse. That is a lot worse. It's very enjoyable, but it's a lot worse, I feel, in terms of the toxicity of the fan base. I'm going back to comics here. It's very much like, oh, let me spoil this for you and kind of crush your enjoyment out of it. Where with horror, it's very much like, I want you to just to support this franchise, this character I like so much, so it grows in popularity and more people know about it, and it helps out the actor, the people behind the camera and in front of the camera. And it just has a different mentality in that capacity. So from the fan base, that's how I feel. For the content I'm watching, I feel more often than not, excluding kind of the old black and white stuff that I've watched, it's a lot of if I watch something, or I buy a DVD, or if I recommend it to someone, a part of me feels like I'm really supporting like an art that's kind of not being appreciated. It actually kind of helps out getting the word out for other people, kind of spread that awareness. If they then follow them on social media, whatever the case may be. And it's kind of like a big win to a degree. And it feels like it's actually kind of supporting them in a way. There is a bit of that feeling. In general, I mean, just watching horror, like I feel like it keeps me alive. It keeps me energized when I do see it. And, it may make me cringe, make me laugh, may kind of have me at the edge of my seat. But again, there's so many different styles of it and everything, where it just feels like I can really indulge myself and get so many variation of feelings. And again, I like doing motorcycles. I like doing reading comic books still. But there's just a bigger attachment and experiences as well. As I was talking before about Terror Behind the Walls, you can go somewhere historical. Like, I feel like there's a lot of different ways to kind of, you can express yourself, and where you can mix yourself in with other people to a degree. And it just makes it kind of fun and thrilling. I always feel like if I can get a good day where I can mix at least horror movies, motorcycles, and music with folks, that actually sounds like a really good, like a rally at a drive-in movie theater. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I got to figure out how you can kind of mix all that in for like a festival. That'd be fantastic. Kind of a side note there, but I love horror so much because it's so inclusive to everyone. I'm not even talking about in terms of, your race, gender, or anything like that. I'm just talking about it makes you feel alive when you see it, and when you enjoy something and you're able to support the people who are the chances are, because there's so many low budget filmmakers out there, so many low budget workers behind these scenes, where when you're able to support them, it feels phenomenal. And if I buy some like DVDs from somebody who is, I don't want to say entry level, but not Hollywood, I guess I should say. It feels so damn good. Kind of like going back, I'm always going to go to the well on this, but kind of like how I support like the folks from Terrifier, buying like their stuff, like telling people to check their movies out. So especially before the third movie comes out, it just feels so damn good. So that's the reason why I kind of love it so much. And there's more reasons for sure, but if I had to, this is the longest elevator pitch I think I can actually explain to someone. So horror is just magical.